Good morning, Facebook. Welcome to the Daily Dose. Mark Avens here, creator of the Lean Body Breakthrough. I help moms and dads over 40, helping them with weight loss and getting them back in shape without long workouts and impossible diets. But right now, this is the Daily Dose. Welcome. Third day doing the Daily Dose, 8 a.m. I'm going to go forward. I'm going to actually commit to doing a month worth of 8 a.m. Daily Dose. So if you want to join me for a daily dose, and you're like, a daily dose of what? Well, first off, I got a daily dose of some cold weather. Now, let me put it into context, because you're probably thinking, you live in Florida, how cold can it get? Well, we live in the most northern part of Florida, and if you've ever been to Florida, or if you've lived in Florida, maybe you live in Florida, you know, like when it gets to like 60, it starts getting cold. And right now it's actually like, yesterday it was 75, 80 degrees. Now it's about 55, I think 54. So for me, it's cold. My blood thinned out. Ever moving down here from north in 2002. I've been here almost, working on 18, 19 years now. And I can tell you that it's cold. So I got this on. Kids are kind of doing their thing, and at the moment, my back porch right now is my home office. So welcome to the Daily Dose. So let me just share with you what this is, who I am. I already shared with you what I do. I'm a coach. I'm an online coach. I work with moms and dads doing online coaching programs. Been doing it for about 2.5 years. Been in the fitness industry for really 25 years. So I've kind of been around the bend and back. But why I'm doing this, let me just share this with you. I want to provide a daily dose. Now, you could get a daily dose of a lot of things in your day. You can get a daily dose of stress, anxiety, of news. You can get a daily dose of aggravation, frustration, disappointment, all of those things. Or you can get a daily dose of encouragement. And I think in any times right now, we could all use a bit more encouragement. So I'm just going to bring it to you on my level, the way I can, and encourage you. I've been doing encouragement and helping people, not just in fitness, but encouraging them to take better care of their health for a long time now. And it's something that I think I do pretty well. So why not bring it to the masses? So the only thing I ask in here while I'm doing this is that you share it with your friends. If you like this, you can comment on there, you enjoy the post, you come back tomorrow, you can tell your friends, hey, this dude, Mark, with the beanie, he lives in Florida. I don't know why, it's not that cold there. But he does a daily dose of encouragement. If you feel like you need that, go on there, check him out. It's a quick, maybe 10 minutes. And what I'm going to share with you today, so that's kind of the spiel. And I'll probably fine tune that a bit so it doesn't take so long. But just for now, because I feel like it's really, really needed. And I want to just share who I'm talking with. Now, anybody can listen to this, whether you're in your 20s, your 30s, 40s, 50s. I will say, though, the way I most relate is to the people just like I work with in my coaching program who are in their 40s, typically 40s, 50s. And I don't know about you, I'm just going to relate some of my own experiences. I have teenagers, and I shared last night about how actually I'm kind of digging the whole homeschooling thing and virtual learning. It's actually been well, and it's kind of been nice, even though my kids still don't want to be around me too much. They're teenagers, right? If you can feel me on that. But I want to just encourage you right now in this moment. Outside of all the things that you've had to adjust and change, one of the things might be exercise, and that's what I wanted to focus on today. Hey, what's up, Matt and Carol? Thank you so much. Appreciate you being here. Carol and Barbara, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. So if you're coming on here, I'd love to know where you live in this world. And again, you can give me the thumbs up if you're enjoying this. Really, I feed off of that. The way I see is if I'm helping at least one person, then it's worth it for me to be able to do this and offer this to you. So what I want to share with you, I got up this morning just to give you a quick kind of how my early morning routine starts. And I mentioned it before about keeping as much of a routine as you can with things. And when it comes to routine, for me, I get up early. So I won't tell you I get up early, I have my quiet time, I have my coffee. Coffee's made, my wife makes it the night before. Talk about routine. So awesome. My wife is the best. I have my quiet time, and sometimes I get distracted, especially now. I've been getting distracted. Time schedules are messed up. Typically, my wife is up and she doesn't have to go to work, so she slept in a little bit. She's going to be doing telenursing, so forth. But with that, I came on and I actually watched one of those TED Talks. And I'm sure you've seen some TED Talks in the past. And this one was actually, I looked at it and I was actually drawn in because it was about exercise. And I would just share with you this kind of daily dose of encouragement about exercise. And we all talk about keeping the weight off, getting yourself healthier, stronger, stressed, and all those types of things. But this is very different. And I want you to chime in right now with what I'm going to share with you, because it was really insightful. And I might even post the actual link to the TED Talk. Maybe I'll just post it below if I can figure that out. So just so you know, the kind of title, exercise is one of the best things you can do for your brain today. For your brain, for here. So what was really cool was this, I think she was a scientist. Again, they're pretty legit if they're on a TED Talk. But what she was explaining in her research, and there's a lot of research out there that proves this, it's not just hypothetical. A single workout will immediately affects, improves, sorry, I was reading that wrong. So a single workout immediately affects and improves brain's neurotransmitters like the dopamine and serotonin. So if you think of the brain function, so a single workout, one workout can actually have an immediate effect on things going on in your brain. And what's really, really cool is, and I just took some notes down, so just as I'm referencing here, one of the things that exercise does is it allows you to build your ability to shift and focus your attention better and gives you better reaction time. These are things that have been studied and researched, which is really, really cool. And I want to share with you kind of terminology, and I don't get too technical, but I thought it was pretty neat. So there's an area in your brain, and it's called, there's two areas. It's the prefrontal cortex. Now, I took neuroscience, but it's been a long time, but I do remember some of these words. So the hippocampus and the prefrontal cortex. So if you think of it, it's kind of like working out, and not just the exercise, which I'll talk about that, but as you exercise, realize that you're also exercising your brain. And what's happening is that you're increasing the volume of, now that maybe that's why my head's so big, because I've been exercising a lot. Side note. But what happens is when you exercise, and this is more long-term effects, so it's not like you can just do one, but one workout will help improve those neurotransmitters. Over time, the effects are even greater. And what that does is it builds, just like your muscles. When you build your muscles, you do push-ups and sit-ups and squats and lunges and all those types of things. Also, when you're exercising, you build the power of your brain. And two big things, the hippocampus, you go look it up, the hippocampus and the prefrontal cortex. And those are two areas, just so you know, two areas that are the most susceptible to having neurodegenerative diseases. So in other words, what it doesn't do, it doesn't necessarily keep it from coming. So like we're talking like Alzheimer's, dementia, and those types of things. But when you grow, when you expand your hippocampus and you expand your prefrontal cortex, what's really, really cool about that is that it can prolong the effects of the aging process as well as some of those degenerative diseases, which I think is pretty awesome. Now, I can't sell that to people. People want to lose weight. They want to get ready. So when they are out of this COVID-19 thing, they don't have 19 extra pounds of body fat on their bodies that they need to take off. They want to get ready for the bathing suit season, right? As soon as we're allowed back on the beaches, they want to sport that bikini. And I have a feeling that there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be in a bad position coming out of this because they're not doing anything now. But on a side note, think of this. If you're continuing to exercise, even if it's out of your home, in your maybe living room or in your bedroom, or maybe in your dining room, you're getting in a workout, maybe in your backyard as well, that also, besides all of the calorie burning that you're going to do and helpful stress, it's also helping to build your brain power. Well, here's the cool thing. Think of this. If it allows you to help you with focus and helps neurotransmitters like the dopamine and serotonin levels, think of how that's going to allow you to deal with stress better. So exercise has so many benefits to you. Now, I'm not just preaching as the coach, because I preach about exercise and the importance of it all the time, but more so I want you to just realize it's also affecting here long-term effects on your brain from your exercise. And really what happens is as you develop, now this happens over time, so you can start from today. If you haven't been exercising, you've been dogging it, you've been slacking, maybe you've been slacking for a couple of years, you can start today and it'll start to improve those neurotransmitters with just one workout. But over time, gradually, and what the the scientists recommended was 3 to 4 times a week of exercise. This is including strength training exercises as well as cardiovascular. Here's the really cool thing about what my coaching clients, maybe they don't even realize, and maybe I need to make it even more obvious to them, is that the programs that I design that are really within 30 minutes, and actually that's what she said, around 30 minutes of exercise. Some of my clients are doing 15, 20-minute workouts, but they're doing them frequently. And one of the things that I love about my program is that it doesn't say, hey, do 30 minutes of cardio and then 30 minutes of weight. I incorporate that all together so you get those strength benefits, the cardiovascular benefits, and at the same time, who knew? Our dopamine and serotonin levels are shooting through the roof at the same time. The more consistent you are. Consistency is the key to long-term success. So if you don't even know what that looks like, you can reach out to me, send me a message. We'll jump on a call. We'll see if my coaching program is a good fit for you. But back to this daily dose. Now, I want to share with you the other part of my morning, which that was part of it, and I took some notes, and I hope you benefited from this. I'll even post that TED Talk. The second part is in my quiet time. And here's the really, really cool thing, and I just feel like that higher power up there is just kind of like watching over me. And I did a little quiet time, and I pulled up a scripture verse. It's Ephesians 2:10. And just so you know, regardless if you have faith or not, just listen to me. Ephesians 2:10, for we are God's masterpiece. He has created us anew in Christ Jesus, so we can do the good things he planned for us long ago. Long ago, he planned for us many things, long time ago. So we are God's masterpiece. You know, when he said that we were created, he said everything about the animals and the fish in the sea and the birds and all that stuff, and they were all created good. And then when he created us very good. And why? Because he created us in his image. But one of the really cool things that I think in what I do, and maybe it ties in with my faith and why I feel compelled to share with you about it, is because here's the deal. Now, you can move in the direction of better health and get more fit and get your brain fit and get your body in better shape, and it be, give you the energy and be able to reduce stress and all those things. But I will say is for Christians now, I'll just maybe kind of side note for Christians, if you are following your faith, if you have a relationship with God and with Jesus, and you realize that you are his masterpiece and that the temple is within you, doesn't it make sense to treat your temple really, really well? Now, I know it says scripturally, like the physical has some value. Well, it does. And here's the deal, way I see it, is the more fit and healthy we are, and I wrote this down, the more energy we will have, the more we can put into whatever task we are doing, and the better we'll be able to sustain ourselves for the long haul. So think of that just for a minute. So I'm going to read that one more time because I think it's really important. The more fit and healthy we are, the more energy we'll have. The more we can put into whatever task we are doing. Now, if you're a believer, one of the tasks is sharing your faith, is being the best that you can be. And this is regardless of faith or not, but for Christians specifically. And what better way to honor God and honor your body by taking really good care of it? And that's the passion and fire that I have, is I feel that as I'm pursuing this direction towards better health and keeping my body fit and healthy and encouraging others to do the same in something like a daily dose of encouragement with me, is that you will have not only more time, more ability, you'll have a better brain function. You'll be able to withstand things like degenerative diseases by exercising. You'll be able to potentially prolong your life so you can do more things for the kingdom, right? And that's pretty awesome. And, 1 Corinthians says that our body is God's temple. The Holy Spirit lives inside of us. So if you believe the Holy Spirit lives inside of us, wouldn't it make sense to protect what we have? And look, it's no surprise right now. I say no surprise. Who are the ones that are getting the most affected? Now, of course, of the elderly, right? Because their immune system. But I would say people that aren't healthy, right? Go look at the people that are most susceptible to getting this virus. Not saying all, but I'm saying the most susceptible, those who haven't taken care of themselves. So, hindsight, let's go review all these things real quick. So just the daily dose to share with you on this. Exercise is one of the best things for your brain health. It's one of the things really great for your heart health. And I'm talking the physical part, but also the spiritual part and your health. to be able to allow your body and your temple to be as healthy as it can so that you can do good things for as long as you want and do great things for the kingdom. Like all of that together, isn't that not amazing? Like seriously, I can't leave you on anything better than that. Is if I can encourage you today, beyond trying to take the weight off or beyond trying to burn the snack calories, right? Like I get it, dude. My wife baked. Like we were home and she was home and she baked. I'm just gonna be completely honest. I'm the coach. Yes, I promote health. She baked pumpkin chocolate chip bread. Oh my gosh, it was so good. She baked biscottis. Now, we made some healthy foods. In fact, we grilled last night. We had grilled chicken and grilled burgers, turkey burgers and chicken burgers. We did some healthy. But there's other snacks. She made some really good. Now, I'm not blaming her because I love them. I'd much rather have our homemade stuff than the packaged stuff. But I would say there's extra snacks. So in your time and thinking like, oh, I need to do this to keep the weight off, think of all of what I just shared with you about the other reason why you need to exercise today. If you haven't in a while, you've been sitting on your butt, flicking through Netflix or staring just like mesmerized by the news, and the news is just completely getting you stressed out in your mind, turn it off. Turn that off. Turn off the Netflix. Go do yourself a workout. If you're able to get out in your neighborhood and stay distance, go walk. Go take a bike ride if you're able to do that. Do something. Get your mind feeling right. Get those neurotransmitters working, and it can happen today from the first workout. Are you not excited? Look, you're like, how's this? Now I have a little coffee here in my cup and I've drank that. So there's a little caffeine, but I also did a workout last night. I went on my cruiser, my Carver skateboard, and that was really good. And then my wife and I went for a bike ride, and that's what I did. And you know what? I know those are working not only my heart muscle and my muscles, it's also working the brain muscles here. So do yourself a favor and work on your exercise today. I can encourage you. Today is about exercise. Go back if you're just catching on now. This is Mark Avens, the Daily Dose. So how's it going to work moving forward? Now, if you want help on health and fitness, again, I have an amazing coaching program on a side note. It's an online coaching program. It's perfect for now. I don't care where you live in this world or where you travel, or if you're home or if you're at work, any of those things. My program is not relying on location, which is really the best part. So if you're listening to this and you're somewhere, overseas or across the country, and you want a coach in your corner and you're kind of liking what you're hearing, well, just so you know, I work with typically men and women in their 40s, busy moms and dads who are losing. Most of the people coming in looking at like 30, 40, 50 pounds, some over that. And I work on a program. And honestly, the program is specific to you. And what I've done is taken what I've learned over the last 25 years, and I put that together in what's called the Lean Body Breakthrough Coaching Program. And you may have heard about that if you've been following me for any period of time. If not, get on a call. Again, my program is not the right fit. It's definitely not the cheapest thing out there. You can go do free workouts and free nutrition plans, but you can just ask yourself, if you're struggling right now, is that working, right? Like free workouts aren't going to get you in shape. Free nutrition advice isn't going to get you in shape. Free motivation tips is not going to get you in shape. Having structure and a plan and a coach that you can know it will hold your ass to the fire. That's what will make the difference. And people that pay for coaching, people that hire a coach, pay more attention. That's just the way it is. So anyway, with that, I'm going to move on. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., the Daily Dose. I appreciate all of you watching me. All I ask in return, thank you so much. I didn't come down and say hello to all of you, but thank you so much for watching me right now. I do appreciate it. This, even if it's one person that I can affect today, then that's a win for me and worth the 10 or 20 minutes that I came on here for this morning. God bless you. I hope you have an amazing, blessed day. Go ahead and go get on that exercise plan. Take care. God bless. We'll see you.